It's the end of the world as we know it, and I feel fine. Let's get out of here. Aye. Hey everybody, it's Aaron from God a Minute. My name is Aaron. I'm a child of God. That's it. That's all. Your name is whatever it is. You are a child of God. That's it. That's all. When you believe in the finished work on the cross, you become a child of God. Romans 10:9-13. Confess with your mouth and believe in your heart, and you shall be saved. Salvation verses in the description box below. It's important. Why? Because I think Jesus is coming back real soon. We've got this interesting thing called the Sabbath of the Parah, the Sabbath of the red heifer. I think I'll put screenshots in this video after this, but I'll just read this. This is Friday the 29th. This is the one Sabbath in the year that you would sacrifice a red heifer outside of the camp. And so they've got these red heifers, and apparently they are of age. I don't know if there's actually an expiry date on these heifers, other than the fact that as soon as they get a gray hair, they become expired. So time is ticking now, and so this is probably the best Sabbath in the last 2,000 years to actually sacrifice a red heifer. If they don't, then that's neither here nor there. This is just a very high, Sabbath to consider. Let me just read this. This is from the hebel.com website, and it says the Sabbath Parah and Sabbath of the red heifer. And that is for the Hebrew year 5784, which is this year. It begins at sundown on Friday the 29th, March 2024, and ends at nightfall on Saturday the 30th, March 2024. This corresponds to Parazat Tezva. And so there you go. So there might be a sacrifice of the red heifer publicly, maybe this Friday, March 29th. And if that's the case, whoa, that's very interesting. Hal Turner wrote an article here, and he writes, the state of Israel has erected a giant altar to be used for a sacrifice of a red heifer cow to be performed on Good Friday. Now, apparently this altar has been around for a while, but nonetheless, I'm highlighting more the day of this potential sacrifice, not so much the altar. But anyway, the world is viewing this particular weekend when Jesus was crucified. The ashes from the prie will take about 3 days to cool. And so Easter Sunday, according to the world, will be the time when these ashes would be ready to be used. So Hal Turner then goes on to write stuff about how, isn't it interesting that they worshiped a golden cow in the wilderness, and then here they are, Israel, using the red heifer as their main focus. Isn't that interesting? So I'll leave the link of the Hal Turner website in the description box below, and I'll leave this other link of the hebcal.com brief overview of this Sabbath Parah. It's kind of like the first time in a couple thousand years that they have a perfect combination of heifers that are of age that don't have gray hairs, and that's it. They're on a time clock now to do that. This is just one of the many, 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 many things pointing to the soon return and rapture of the church. And so the message is clear: get tight with Christ. You don't know when this is going to happen. You don't know when God's going to pull the trigger on his judgment. I think that the solar eclipse on April 8th is a sign of judgment. I don't know if the judgment will happen before, on it, or after it. I don't know if the rapture will happen before, on the eclipse, or after the eclipse. No clue. I do like Passover season in general the most. If you were to ask me what's your favorite feast day, it would be the Passover season. I don't know when the rapture is. I don't know when it will be, but we'll be discussing that further. There are lots of things in my description box. There's there's the Facebook group, there's the Telegram group, there's my Discord group. There's so many other little things to check out if you are interested in joining the community a little further. Until then, keep on blessing people, keep on pointing people to Christ, and keep on encouraging people, even in the comment section. That would be appreciated. I love you guys. One day closer. See you in the clouds. Go, Jesus, go.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.